Ding bop.
Well, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Bones and Tubs. This is going to be our year in review show. We figured we might want to do one because the new year is upon us, and I feel like 2016 needs a review.
I saw a meme last night that said, I will stay up to New Year's at midnight this year just to watch 2016 die.
Yeah. I want to watch the last death rattles of that stupid bitch.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I mean, okay. But, before we get started on this year in review, let me just say thank you for listening again. And, you know, it's been great doing this show this year. Even though this year's been shitty, for the most part. It's been up and down.
It's given us quite a bit to talk about.
It has.
Unfortunately, most of you won't be able to listen to anything we recorded because we recorded via Skype, and Pamela's a bitch.
Those are the lost episodes. Maybe one day someone will search for them.
Yeah, somehow some audio engineer will be able to remove the nonsense that Pamela put on there.
But now, let's talk about this year. I mean, I think the thing I don't like about the most is like, it made me dislike a lot more people that are close to me, or at least that are in my sphere of influence. More people than makes me comfortable. I guess that's what I should say. Like, all the topics, all the things, like, it's just been an up and down year. A lot of celebrity deaths, like, and a lot of them I don't give a shit about, because it's like, whatever.
Yeah, I think that people are gnashing at their teeth for people that don't give a fuck about anybody. Like, I mean, some of these people, I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, I mean...
Who the hell's David Bowie, right?
Shut the fuck up. Like, that's one of the only ones that really, like, affected me in a bad way. I really... when I found out he died, I mean, I've been a fan since I was probably a sophomore in high school. Like, he just, like... His music, like... I know for some people it probably connects for them a certain way, but, like, to me it was just a different way. Like, I don't know, certain musicians hit me a certain way, and I feel a certain way about him. But he was good. I liked him.
Gene Wilder, he was a good one.
Oh yeah, Gene Wilder dying.
Fidel Castro.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I love the picture of his hearse breaking down during his funeral, and they had to push it.
Yeah, I laughed my ass off.
That's a great little jab from capitalism right up in you.
Oh yeah. Get a better car, stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid socialist.
If you weren't already dead, I'd tell you to kill yourself. Before we go too far in the year review, I wanted to ask you how your Christmas was. How did that go?
My Christmas was good, you know. I got to see a lot of family. I had them all over for a big dinner last night. And I've been doing this tradition the last couple of years. This is the second year. I call it Fishmas. And I have it around Christmas. And I do a big, giant fish fry. Because I figured everybody gets sick and tired of eating ham and shit after 2 or 3 celebrations. And they want something a little different.
Right.
So I give them a delicious...
Switch it up.
Fish fry with cod and shrimp and scallops and flounder and all sorts of stuff. And it was good. Everybody was over last night. We opened gifts. It was a good time.
That's good. It looked like a white privilege bomb had exploded in my house. Just the remnants of my privilege everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Same thing here. Great. Just all over the place.
It's good to see family, though.
Like a white privilege bukkake.
Yeah, just coming everywhere. I was already ready to take the tree down. Yeah, but I like getting together with family and stuff, you know. You don't get to see them hardly at all when you're working to pay taxes and, you know, buy food and all the other things you have to do to survive.
Yeah.
But, it's nice. FaceTime.
Yeah, you know, talk to some people. You know, I mean... You know, now that I got that out of my system, I can gladly go back to my little hidey hole and...
Yeah. Hashtag introvert lifestyle.
Yeah, funnel web spider. That's what it's all about.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's see. So we've got, 6 days left of this year?
Yeah.
And then it's dead. See, but everybody said at the end of 2015 that...
Oh,
like,
yeah.
2015 was the worst year. 2016's got to be better.
You know what's funny is like, I said the same thing the other day. I said, you know what? I distinctly remember saying 2015 fucking blew.
Yeah.
I was like, when's 2016? Hopefully 2016's better. No, it got worse. And, you know, that's when I got to thinking, like, have we hit bottom?
Right.
Have we hit the rock bottom of years? Is this... Because I want to hit rock bottom because I feel like once we hit rock bottom, we have no place else to go but up.
I heard, now this is yet to be proven, but I heard that when Trump got elected, inaugurated rather, that we as, I'm assuming Americans, not just white people, but Americans in general, we're going to get tired of winning. So I hope that, I hope he shoots us up out of this pit that we find ourselves in.
I was going to say, because I'm sure as shit tired of losing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
When's it going to be my day?
Yeah. But, I mean, and then I try to think back, like, did I think 2014 was shitty? I don't remember 2014 being shitty. I remember distinctly 2015 being shitty. And I remember 2013 being shitty.
Yeah. I don't remember the years so much as I remember 2 years in particular that sucked, but those were DUI related.
Yeah.
So there is that.
Yeah. And I say 2014, I think, it was either 2013. That was a bad year for me.
I don't really think that, I mean, I don't know. I thrive on chaos the way some people thrive on oxygen. So, I mean, 2016 was alright with me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like, I feel like 2016 was like a shitty thundercloud full of shit.
Yeah. With
like the most silver lining possible. Like a lot of bad things happen, but in some people's opinions, a lot of good things happen, or not a lot of good things happen. But hey, you're listening to this show, so obviously there has to be a silver lining because we're the silver lining of this fucking year,
right?
If anything,
absolutely. And let's be honest, if you guys were that upset about 2016, you wouldn't be listening to this podcast. You'd be sitting in a bathtub with the curtain drawn and the gun in your mouth.
Exactly.
And I don't think you're doing that.
Yeah, we came to you. Like we said in the first episode, I think, like the Mithrandy of old.
Yeah. In
their greatest hour of need. We knew 2016 was when you needed us the most. And we're gonna usher in 2017 together. We're gonna come together. Yeah. We're gonna come together.
Yeah. Come on, everybody.
But, and then we have things to be interested in, like, and this is the beauty part, is politically speaking, we really don't have anything in the American style to be like interested in. We get to look at foreign politics again and enjoy that bedlam instead of it happening here to us.
Right.
I mean, we've got a nice, quiet, calm 4 years. Well, maybe quiet and calm. It's hard to say.
I'm sure it won't be. I see the power elite pulling out every string they can to just cause global chaos.
Well, don't you love when the UN, not to get in general topics, because I know we're doing a year in review, but don't you love that the UN likes to have, like, late midnight, fucking twilight clandestine meetings to take votes on Israel?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh my god. Like, I saw that and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and the funny part is like, we all know where that shit came from.
Yeah.
But the funny part is the people, our country abstained from the vote, even though it obviously came from us.
Yeah. Let's just sit this one out. Even though we brought it to the table.
Yeah, even though we fucking stirred the pot.
I really hope that, I just want to sit back and I don't ever, like I told you before in a previous episode, they may or may not have heard due to Pamela's ignorance, but I'm not a self-proclaiming religious person. Like, I have my own Christian beliefs, but I'll never tell anybody else what to do with their lives.
Yeah.
But I do like to sit back like Kermit the Frog with a glass of tea or perhaps whiskey and sip it as I watch to see if any of these crazy prophecies come true. Like, my favorite one that I've yet to see is when a bunch of nations or a large nation comes together and drops bombs on Israel, and they just fall to the ground and don't explode. I'm waiting on it.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be crazy?
Especially with HD cameras.
And see, like he said, like, we don't try to put our religious beliefs on us. I'm more of kind of a, I don't know what to call myself. I'm
Pastafarian.
I'm not Pastafarian. I'm not like, I feel like a Pastafarian is simply a satirical atheist. Right. No, I'm more like, I guess agnostic is the general category you could throw me in, because I don't prescribe to, like, I have, like, I follow the moral codes of some aspects of Christianity. I don't agree with everything that they do. But mostly, like, the things that Christ did, that's what I follow. Because he was all about, like, loving each other and being cool to each other. And
not being a dick.
Not being a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unless it had to do with bankers or money changers, then he broke that whip out.
Yeah, fuck them, though.
Right. And I'm fine with that.
I mean, he was even cool. Like, if Jesus was alive today, he'd be like, fucking end the Fed, dude.
Yeah. I like to think he looks like Ron Paul. Like, I wouldn't mind if they went around the country to all these churches and put Ron Paul's face on his body. Because we don't know what he looks like.
I'm not trying to say some blasphemous shit here, but think about it. dude who heals people.
Yeah, doctor.
He hates banks.
Ron Paul. Yeah. Texas congressman. Banks. Yeah.
And he has these like rallies where he talks to the people and doesn't like do stump speeches. He just talks from the heart and tells people like, and I'm pretty sure his 2012 campaign message was revolution with love emphasized in the revolution.
Inside it, yeah. I also, not to pull any race thing into it, but we will look historically, and Jesus was persecuted by the Jews.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of Jewish haters of Ron Paul. I'm not saying they stabbed him with the spear of destiny or anything, but
no, but
he was persecuted.
I mean, not yeah. I'm just saying, like maybe he already showed up.
Yeah.
In the guise of Ron Paul.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, but the problem is that he has a son, and his son is only like a lame diet version of his father. So
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. He's just a large disappointment.
Oh yeah. Do you ever think Ron Paul gets disappointed in his son? Like looks at him like, God damn it, Rand.
I like to think so. What isn't Rand like a dentist?
No, he's an ophthalmologist.
Oh.
He does eye surgeries, I think.
Yeah. Well, that alone should tell you he's disappointed, because isn't Ron Paul a GP?
Well, Ron Paul, I think, is a OBGYN, isn't he?
So we already know.
I mean, think about it. Ron Paul, like, who better to run this country than somebody has ushered in life for, like, thousands of people?
Right.
But that's just one man's opinion. You know what I mean? Not everybody prescribes to the ideologies of Ron Paul, but I think he's probably the last true great American patriot.
I like to think that in an alternate reality, he's running shit. We elected him God King.
I know. I mean, I just got done fucking marathoning Man in the High Castle, so I've been diving into the ideas of alternate realms, and there is a realm where Ron Paul has taken over.
Yeah. Hopefully one day there will be a time machine or some sort of technology where we can just slide over to that realm.
Yeah, just shift into a different dimension. But then again, there's probably other dimensions where some really fucked up shit's happening, and that's where I'd probably end up.
Henry Kissinger.
But Jesus.
Yeah.
Welcome
to the United States of America.
I slept in Henry Kissinger's president. Yeah. What the fuck?
We have come to a new world order. You fucking weird. He looks like a sloth. Like that. You ever seen the meme for the rape sloth?
Yeah.
He looks like the rape sloth.
Like, he is like Henry. He's been kind of warming up to Trump, right?
Has he really?
Yeah.
Like a fucking serpent.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the story of, what was it, the turtle that takes the scorpion across the water? Or is it, you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
It's an old parable where the turtle is sitting there looking across from one side of the water to the other, and he's like, I'm going to go over there and eat some of that vegetation, bro. The scorpion's like, will you please give me a ride? I promise I won't sting you. And then they get over, they have a good chat, and he gets to the other side, and he's like, I am the scorpion. And he stings him. He's like, what did you expect?
Oh, man.
Welcome to the New World Order.
So basically, like, Henry Kissinger is a scorpion, and Donald Trump is a turtle.
Exactly.
That's not that far from the truth.
No.
I mean, like, yeah. He's warmed up to a couple other people that are questionable. Like, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Like I said, like my end game with voting for him was chaos.
Yeah, chaos vote.
Because you could tell that the powers that be really didn't want him to be president. Or you could even take take this to the next dimension. What if they really did want him? But they knew that them pushing so hard against him would only compel people to vote for him more.
Oh, that's definitely a possibility.
Because, I mean, like, think of how much, like, have you ever seen so much hate and fucking vitriol spitted at one presidential candidate in your entire life?
No.
Then again, Trump broke the mold in so many ways that, like, I mean, even like, the journalists and media they're scratching their fucking heads about all this. They don't understand what the fuck happened.
Well, they must not fucking be very intelligent people.
Well, they all claimed that, like, they just don't understand, like, they say, like, they kept putting, like, if they put facts out there about other candidates other than Trump in any other election, half of the shit that they said about him would be enough to keep that person from being elected.
Yeah.
But, once again, there's a couple of smarter journalists out there that are like, there's a reason for that. There's a reason you kept throwing truths at them, and they just kept throwing them back at you.
Right.
And that's because people were tired of it all. They don't care that Trump says some nasty shit.
I like to pretend it's because we're in the age of infinite information. Like, you could go out and see the shit that he said and verify it, but then you look at, like, you just do a quick Google search, even though they were trying to suppress some of the Hillary Clinton stuff, and, you could see she actually did some dirt instead of just talking crazy.
Yeah.
And who doesn't talk crazy? I mean, how many times, if we'd had a microphone in our past, would that make us never be able to be elected for office?
I know. And then, like, think about, like, one thing I noticed here lately is like, if you go back and watch stuff from, like, 2 decades ago, like, let's say the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm, like, sitting there, like, what was I watching the other night? And I was thinking in my head, I was like, this would not fucking fly today. I was like, you'd have fucking riots at the movie. What movie was it? It was a movie. And now I can't even remember what the fuck it was. But I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, you would have fucking riots at the theaters for the shit they're saying in this movie. And it wasn't even like supposed to be political. It was like a lighthearted comedy.
Yeah.
And I'm like sitting there like, dude, people would be fucking pissed.
Yeah. I'm going to butcher this because I've never seen the movie, but I heard about it the other day. I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast. And I want to say they were talking about the movie Taxi Cab. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm. I've seen Taxi Driver.
Maybe it had...
It has Robert De Niro in it.
Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah. That's a good movie.
They were like, some of the shit that they got away with in that movie would not fly today. Like Jodie Foster was 17 playing a prostitute.
Yeah.
There was a scene where she sucked his thumb.
Yeah.
Like, they just
can't
do that anymore.
That's a good fucking movie, though. Like,
I need to watch it.
You can't take away from that movie. I mean, fucking Robert De Niro plays an excellent... This is back when Robert De Niro was a legitimate actor. He's not a legitimate actor anymore. All he does is stupid comedies and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't consider him... Like, we gotta talk about let's say pre-Meet the Parents Robert De Niro. Because I think that's where the slippery slope began with him.
Yeah.
So, like, this is back in, like, 70s De Niro, where he looks like a fucking lunatic.
Boss.
And, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you out there have seen this movie. I mean, basically, to wrap it up in less than 100 characters. Guy, Vietnam vet, unhinged by reality, goes on killing spree for a hooker.
Died his career after that, right?
Oh, no. Because he did, like, Goodfellas and Raging Bull, and he did a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
But, like I said, this is pre-Meet the Parents. Not to say I think Meet the Parents has its admirable qualities, but I think that's where, like, the tipping point happened.
Yeah. Here's some 2016 year in review. Let me see. A lot of death.
Yeah, a lot of them got taken from us this year.
A lot of them that should have died didn't die, too. I noticed that. Bieber's still around.
Yeah. But then again, we wouldn't be talking about how shitty 2016 is if Bieber died. We'd be talking about how awesome 2016 would have been.
Yeah.
But nah, other than that, let's see. Well, I mean, there is one thing that happened this year that I think it just, like, it started as one thing and then just snowballed, and then somehow became a fucking clandestine, transcendent meteor of awesomeness. And that would have to be Harambe.
Yeah. God rest his soul.
I mean, like, it started out, like, and I remember at the beginning, I fell right into it. Like, I didn't post anything online, because posting things online is dumb. It's like an echo chamber most of the time. But,
unless you spend your time as a troll like I do, and I just enjoy it.
That's true, and I think that's where the beauty comes in with the whole Harambe situation, because it starts out a simple situation where, some people made the right decisions.
Yeah.
Because, like, you got a fucking, couple 100-pound gorilla with a fucking child. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen, and they fucking killed it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the simple story. But, you can take any story and make it simple. Kids born in barn.
Yeah.
There have been wars waged over that kid born in a barn, so I don't want to hear about you guys bitching about Harambe.
Right.
But anyways, so, Harambe gets killed. And at first it starts out, you get all these people online where they're talking about, like, they're all pissed off about it, and they're all fucking irate because fucking they don't think... Everybody suddenly became zoologists.
Oh, yeah.
And they knew protecting him. He wouldn't have done anything to him.
You could tell by the way his body language. Innocent gorilla. A lot of these people are anthropomorphized and would try to pet a bear in the wild.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, he's so cuddly. No. He's a fucking gorilla.
Then he kills you with his face.
Yeah.
Or his hands.
So, I mean... You got that on... You got all these people talking about it, and then I think when the beautiful thing happened, almost the miracle, I'd almost call it, was when the trolls got a hold of it.
Oh, yeah.
And they just kept going with it. Because they saw how emotional people were getting about it, and they decided to, like, turn that shit on people's heads.
They Rumpelstiltskin did that shit. They fucking took that hay and made it into gold string.
Mm-hmm.
It was fantastic.
That's still going to this day.
And I don't think it'll stop.
I mean, it'll probably slow down, but the Harambe Facebook page still doles out some funny shit.
Yeah, I still enjoy it.
I mean, at least in memoriam, he's still continued to, like, live on in our hearts.
I saw one yesterday that was from Harambe that said, raindrop, drop, drop. Cincinnati Zoo made my heart stop.
I saw that, too. That was great. And, you know, he... and like I said, the right... and it's the one time I'm going to praise trolls, because they took it in the right direction, because all these people were getting so butthurt about it, and they were like, you know what, let's take this as far as humanly possible as we can take it.
I think we can go farther.
Let's make these people who are like crying about it look ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they did, and it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful to watch that happen.
I tell you right now, I'm ready for 2017 simply because of the newest, I don't know what you call it, fake death by disease. Every year we have that new flu or new Zika virus, new Ebola. What's next year going to be? How many things have we lived through that we're going to slay the human population?
Swine flu. Bird flu.
Yeah. SARS.
Fuck, I forgot about SARS.
Yeah.
That's retro now.
Right.
We're talking about some like old school shit. That's like aught 3, aught 4. No, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, both of us just coming off of viruses.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be. God, I hope the crisis is nothing involving shitting yourself.
Oh, it has to be. That's the only way to die, you know?
Oh, I can't handle it no more.
I suffered that for 3 days. I thought I was going to die. I wished for death at one point.
Mine was like 4 days in a row, and it was horrendous. I was like exhausted. It would all come in the morning, but I would by the time it was all over, I'd be like, I don't want to do anything else.
Kill me.
But yeah, so I don't know. It probably is going to be a shitting disease, though.
Yeah, next year it'll be like Spanish butt flu.
Yeah, Spanish butt flu. Some sort of like super dysentery.
Scientists are adamantly working on a butt injection that keeps you from dying from the Spanish butt flu. Everybody's taints are caked with shit.
Yeah.
They've got man ponds. I mean, it's going to smell.
To that, it's going to be like some shit like the premise in, I think it was Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, the old one, where the reason they lay out that the reason why apes became so like smart was because all the cats and dogs got a disease and died, so we needed new pets. So we decided that chimps, orangutans, and gorillas would be the best next option.
Nope.
No.
You don't bring a close competitor to dominant species on the planet in your house as a fucking pet. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. If I had a gorilla as a pet, I'd be its house bitch.
Yeah. You would wish for a Harambe ending for that, godless tyrant.
Like, when my dog wants to go outside, she just barks at me, and, I might let her out, I might not. I take my sweet time, because I know for a fact that she can't drag me off the couch and beat the shit out of me.
If you woke up one day and she had thumbs, it'd be a different story.
Oh, it'd be a different story, but she doesn't. Same thing with my cats.
There's a video I heard about on another podcast. They talk about this. I think you YouTube baby bear fights dog. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but the dog is a lot bigger than the bear cub, and it's just fucking with it. And the bear's like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
And then he shows the dog the power of grappling.
Mm-hmm.
And he fucking flips the dog over and just proceeds to show it who daddy is.
Yeah.
That's why we don't have pet, monkeys or bears. Because you're right, they'd make us their house bitch.
Yeah. We'd be like walking around the house in like tidy whities, wearing an apron.
Yeah.
Just tidy whities and an apron. And socks, because they don't want us fucking up their floor.
No.
Even though they walk around with their fucking claws all long and shit, scratching up our floor,
right.
Fucking it up.
Doing what they want.
We gotta fix that, because we're the house bitch.
Exactly. Better get over here and fix this floor. And you're just sitting on the couch, you think you got a minute's respite, and the next thing you know, there's 20 pounds of shit getting hurled across right in front of your face and smacks the wall.
That's just something else you gotta clean up.
Yeah, that's like the servant bell.
Yeah.
Shit flying everywhere.
You, like, give them big platters. Like, imagine if you had a gorilla. You, like, gotta prepare these big platters of, like, vegetables and fruits and shit. You bring it out to them.
Yeah.
And they sit there and start fucking munching on it. And, you just sit there patiently, waiting for them to be done so you could have their scraps.
Right.
Because, I mean, you're paying so much for vegetables at this point, you can't even fucking afford your own food.
God help you if it gets horny, too.
Oh, Jesus. Well, then you have to get another one. And by the time you realize that you're fucking overrun.
I still think it's going to take you, regardless. Even if you had an opposite sex gorilla, it's still going to it's going to have to assert dominance.
Yeah. I mean, I would say... I would say, like, maybe chimps would be a better option, but still, like, those fuckers are as strong as humans.
Yeah.
So, like, you'd have to, like, you go to work and you'd have a fucking black eye. And
what happened?
I ran into a door.
Oh, spouse abuse.
Yeah, well, they talk about, like they'll put up posters, like, what would they even call it? It wouldn't be animal abuse.
No.
It'd be owner abuse.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you have a picture of somebody, like, leaning on a door with, like, a black eye. Like, just, like, looking longingly out the door, and
yeah.
It says
black and white, of course.
Don't be silent about human abuse.
It's a crime.
You just see the fucking ape sitting back on the couch with a fucking beer in its hand like this, like half tilted, fucking spilling it all over the place.
Playing with his balls.
Yeah, playing with his balls or his butthole, whichever one.
Yeah. Oh God.
So maybe that's what 2017 will bring us.
I certainly hope not.
Ape overlords or bear overlords, for that matter.
Yeah. Either way, I think they'll have capes and there will be feces.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all they can really pull off right now is capes. They can't do much else anything. You really want to see them wearing pants?
No.
I mean, pants on any animal looks absurd.
Stephen Hawking.
Oh, Jesus.
It's going to send me down another dark
I say,
rabbit
what's
hole.
he got for us now? Stephen Hawking. What does he have?
Something
about robots or aliens?
Events of interest from 2016 on April 12. Breakthrough starshot scientists and internet entrepreneurs, including Yuri Miner, Stephen Hawking, and Mark Zuckerberg, announced interstellar project to send robot spacecraft to Alpha Centauri. Shut the fuck up. I'm still a little butthurt from our last fucking space conversation. I can't even get over it. I'm cool.
So they send this probe out there. And instead of chimp or gorilla overlords, we now have alien overlords.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just full steam ahead with AI. Full steam ahead.
Right? And that's the thing. Like, I think we all think it's going to be... It's chill. Because, like, the only thing they talk about with AI right now, for the most part, is, like, fuckbots.
Yeah.
And they think, like... they don't seem to realize, like, even if you're just starting with fuckbots... That's where it begins.
Yeah, they have to have some sort of thing that's going to make you like, yeah, I'm cool with this.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, you gotta read all the news stories, man. Like the scientists, what is it? I forget, some laboratory where they're working on AI. They had a robot. The same robot escaped all their security measures like 4 times. Like, those are the stories I pay attention to.
Yeah.
You know? Or that, or you YouTube robot dog and just see that, like, they try to kick that thing over. And it's not getting kicked over.
No.
10 years from now, it's going to have a BAR strapped to it, and it's coming into your house. And
it reminds me of the dog from Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, fuck
the hound, the electric hound, or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
That hunt you down and shoot you with a fucking toxic dart.
Death.
Yeah. Insta-death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we just keep going. I don't get it. Like, there's dudes who warned us about this shit the better part of... let's see, fucking 50 years ago?
Yeah.
I'd say even longer back, where they're like, hey, we need to chill the fuck out on robots.
Slow down, bruh.
Yeah. But no, we just keep fucking... It's like we're running head first without just looking at the ground. We're not looking ahead and seeing, like, hey, this shit's fucked.
No.
Like, at least Stephen Hawking has said, like, hey, we probably need to chill the fuck out on this stuff.
Maybe this is the topic, or the part of the topic we missed when we answered that previous question about dystopian futures. Like, what if we're all worried about,
our own government? It's not our government we should be worried about.
It's the robots.
So now we're looking at a Terminator scenario.
Robo-wasps.
Yeah. Robo-wasps.
I just saw a story, just to hop around like a fucking insane person, but have you seen, I don't know if this is a new species, but it's a fucking wasp that is mixed with a praying mantis.
No, I've never seen that.
So it has the grappling power of a praying mantis, but it also has the butt stinger.
Would you think that would be like its special forces of the moon hornets?
I think so. I think we're looking at green beret wasp, simply because a praying mantis is typically green.
Well, I mean, I did hear some good news this year that they said that the bee crisis is not averted, but has slowed down. So we've put a thumb on what exactly is. We know what's causing it now.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not doing that much to stop it. That's the problem.
Right.
Like, we know. Oh, it's because they're spraying fucking nasty ass chemicals.
Did you see that story where a guy he was a beekeeper. He raised several different colonies, and his private hobby was to try and find a strain of bee that was not affected by Monsanto's glyphosate poison.
Yeah.
So he found this queen that was able to put out a hive that was unaffected. It was thriving, and all this shit. Well, Monsanto got wind of this shit, came in with a court order and stole his bees. Didn't give them back. Didn't compensate him. Just came in and took his shit.
Now, I can't remember the exact link, but Monsanto is in some way linked to the people who made Zyklon B, right?
Yeah, they were the company that was involved in chemical munitions, and then they became in control of our seed and now our food.
Yeah, like Bayer, wasn't it Bayer? Bayer was part of what made Zyklon B, right?
I think so. I think they both had a hand.
Yeah. And if anybody out here doesn't know what Zyklon B is the...
Read a book.
Yeah, I mean, it's the...
Not to be an asshole, but read a book.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we won't tell you. You gotta find that shit out for yourself.
Yeah. Homework assignment.
Let's just say it's a bad time.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go down that rabbit hole a little further, look into what IBM's been up to in the last 70 years.
Right around World War II.
Yeah, right around World War II. In fact, go ahead and look up any corporation that had something to do with World War II.
Henry Ford.
Yeah.
Who I adamantly respected.
Mercedes. Volkswagen.
Yeah. People's vehicle. What does it stand for?
It's the
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. It's like people's cars.
People's car.
Yeah. But yeah, look up all that. Go ahead and do that. Treat yourself.
Yeah, go ahead. Look into the United States involvement of creating the Reich.
Yeah, more or less.
I like how they silently pulled out before we acted like we were the fucking good guy. Like, we gotta go in there and America them.
It's funny because like in the 30s, there was like some major U.S. celebrities that were all on board with the Reich. Like, they were crazy about it. Like, Charles Lindbergh, he, like, went over there and was like, this is the best goddamn government I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's like, these motherfuckers are efficient. And then, like, he touted that shit to, like probably, like, 1940, and then he kind of, he eased back on the throttle and was like, ooh, okay, never mind, this shit's fucked.
Just kidding.
Yeah, just fucking with you. This is fucked.
Yeah. I don't know.
Man. I mean, then you got Walt Disney up in that mix, too. Yeah.
He was, I don't know.
I think Walt Disney was he was an entrepreneur.
He was a beast.
He was a beast. He was a hardworking man who made a hardworking product, right? But he was also an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
He wasn't too cool with them Jews, So a lot of things that the Nazis were saying were appealing to him, but he did pull out at the right moment. He realized what it was, and he got out of it, and then started making anti-Nazi propaganda. Just like Dr. Seuss did.
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss was always on board that anti-Nazi shit.
Yeah.
But
I like how in that one book, Dr. Seuss, to look at it on the outside, it looked like a great thing because everybody was fighting because they were different.
Yeah.
Was it like the star bellies and the regular bellies?
Yeah.
But they had a machine that you get on, and you go inside the machine, and it made everybody the same.
Yeah.
Zyklon B showers.
Exactly.
If you kill off everybody that's different, everybody is the same.
Yeah.
Apparently Coca-Cola was big into the Reich. That's a nice little advert there.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and post this website on the Facebook page for anybody that's curious, like a cat, and wants to lick their whiskers and check it out.
Yeah, Fanta. Anybody out there like Fanta? That's Nazi Cola right there.
Ooh-wee, did not know that.
Yeah, that was, you see, they didn't have a direct line to the Coca-Cola products at a certain time, so they had to come up with something else. So they came up with orange soda called Fanta.
Fanta.
It's run. I mean, if you look to this day, it's still fucking run by Coca-Cola.
That's fine. This is fine.
But yeah, so you got that going for you.
I saw a sweet Fanta-related post. Let me see if I can pull it up. If not, we'll abort this. Greg Carlwood posted it. Here we go. Greg Carlwood posted on his Higher Side Chats page. He's like, what if cities start to go bankrupt, corporations start buying them up? Then you can move to Fanta, Ohio, or Nabisco, Washington. Mm-hmm. And Fanta actually responded, and it says, darn, our plans for Fanta, Ohio are out of the bag. Get the horse wagons ready. We need to find a new settlement.
I wish I could be the person who trolls for a corporation.
Yeah.
How much money? I think they make a lot of money.
Fuck, I don't know, but I think we're both qualified.
Oh, yeah.
And if they want to start sending us letters in the mail, I will definitely consider your proposal.
I I don't know what product I'd want to be trolling for.
Anybody that pays me.
That's true, but what's like if you had like a product that you would love to like help the company troll, who would it be?
I don't know. I like to think I could do a lot of good.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch would be a great one.
Yeah, because I bet you there are a ton of tweets about people cutting the roof of your mouth. Because I would just keep trolling and be like, stop fucking eating then, stupid.
Yeah.
Can't handle the captain. Get the fuck off the ship.
Yeah. You're too dumb to just pour cereal into your milk. You're using razor blades. Attention getters, and then end it like Donald Trump tweet with all caps, terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Or disgrace.
Yeah.
One word description.
Yeah.
Unfair.
I heard that we're going to get a shout out on Jeff Webb's YouTube video.
Yeah, he said that, and I appreciate that, Jeff Webb.
I do too. We love you.
Yeah.
I will tell you a quick story about my experience in marketing as it relates to Jeff Webb. And I'm not sure of the actual numbers, but I do know it was somewhat effective. He had a video on his Got Blood Outdoors YouTube channel. Everybody should check it out. And there's a video on there of his perfect mousetrap, I think it was. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
He's talking about this little miscreant creature that's come to live in his house. He's going to set up a mousetrap. And he also has perfected the baiting process. You know what he uses as bait?
What's that?
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, not cheese, not peanut butter, Tootsie Roll. And he kills that shit out of this thing. So all these people were on here and they're upset. They're like, I forget how many views it had, but I was like, can I experiment with this video? And he was like, go ahead. So I got off work that morning and I went straight home and I posted it on like 4 or 5 PETA pages.
Nice.
And trolled the shit out of it. And it went up somewhat.
Oh my god, I gotta watch this now.
It's really good.
Oh,
Let's pause this so we don't get thrown off YouTube because I hear that's a thing. We'll be right back.
Oh, that was a good video.
We watched Got Blood Outdoors channel on YouTube. Everybody should go out and check it out. Definitely subscribe and like and share the shit out of it.
Yeah, we posted both Dead Puppet and the Mousetrap on our Facebook page if you guys want to take a look at that.
Both are fantastic.
Yeah. Dead Puppet definitely got me. But yeah, check out that channel, Got Blood. Jeff Webb is the owner of that channel, and just wanted to give him a little shout out because he's a listener, and he's also going to be giving us a shout out on his show. And
also, if you take Jeff Webb and you put him in a room full of men, he's the only man in the room.
I totally agree with that.
Boss.
He's a man's man.
Yeah.
But and
real life Chuck Norris scenario.
I wanted to do another quick business shout out. I mean, we're not getting paid to do this. This is just because these are our friends, and we want to give them, throw them some free advertising.
We love all of you.
But we also wanted to talk. I wanted to tell you guys about the Crafty Couple.
Oh yeah,
the Crafty Couple. That's a business owned by our good friend Ryan Wallace and his wife. His wife does like home crafts and stuff like that. Nice homemade stuff. It's all very cute. And our friend Ryan does furniture, tables, chairs, things like that. He'll do, and I've seen his work he's done with entertainment centers before. Very beautiful stuff.
I watched him work wood once, and it was amazing.
And mind you, this is all handmade. This isn't like some fucking, he goes to IKEA and buys some shit, puts it together for you. No, he makes this all by hand, and it's really great. Wow. So if you want to take a look at that,
sweat and tears. They've
got a Facebook page that you guys should take a look at.
Should treat yourselves.
But yeah, so that's the first half of our show.
We're going to do another 24-hour time lapse.
Yeah, like last week, we're going to do another time lapse. It'll feel like mere seconds to you, but it will be, in fact, a 24-hour period for us.
I will be going through the aging process of having to pay the tax man.
Indeed. All right.
We'll see you in less than a second. Ding bop. Bop bop. Carrie Fisher's dead. That was a fast 24 hours. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's like, I know you guys just started listening. I mean, no time has passed in your realm. But, right after we finished this show, I went inside, did some chores, and my partner, he brought in a poster, a Star Wars poster for me to put up in the studio, because the studio is just filled with memorabilia from different films and shows and whatnot. Mostly Game of Thrones, but a few other things too. But, and then I put that up, and not even an hour later, he sends me a link to a news report about Carrie Fisher being dead. What the fuck?
Yeah. So basically what we're looking at here is either a giant circumstantial, happenstance thing where it just so happened to coincide, or it's some type of synchronicity. Maybe it's a nod. Maybe she sensed it in the Force and decided to sacrifice her life to the
podcast.
Ultimate success of the podcast.
I know. I mean, it's like a new hope in here.
Right. I mean, for real.
But not our year in review. I think I'm gonna let Bones over here dive into something real quick.
Basically, yesterday we touched on all these things. You know, everybody's upset, and this is just kind of what I came to the conclusion of during my total of 2 hours driving to and from paying the tax man. You know, a lot of people died. It sucked. 2016, all that. Yeah. Nobody that I knew died of dysentery.
That's true.
We weren't invaded by another country. I mean, basically, you know, the futurists and all these thinkers of our age do point out that we do live in like the best time historically.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I remember I read something about this the other day. Like, in all reality, like, we complain and we gripe, but and the thing is, like, if you watch the news, it doesn't feel like this. But in reality, this is the most peaceful our planet's ever been.
Even with those goat fuckers allegedly putting people in cages and drowning them, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You got the fringe edge of society, but for
like,
the most part, we're...
They said on the whole, mankind is at its most peaceful it's ever been.
I love it on the whole.
Yeah, on the whole.
Yeah, right around it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like, and I guess in hindsight, at one point in time, it feels like every continent's been in a state of perpetual war.
Right.
But, I mean, even right now, I mean, there is war going on, but it's not happening, like, en masse.
No.
So this is a very, like, interesting time in our history. It's like I said, like, 2016 felt shitty. But I think it was existential shitty. Mm-hmm. And I think the glorious part about it being existential shitty is that it being legit shitty and it being existential shitty is two different things.
Right.
Like we have the time and the thought, the thought to make this feel shitty.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
we have so much extra time to complain about our hangnail.
To make hangnails and
oh, it hurts.
And past celebrities, even though, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, Carrie Fisher dying, that's sad as shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, shout out to my sister. She, you know, I talked to her about it last night, and she was devastated. I mean, I get it, because, I mean, in all reality, you know, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, she was probably the first, like, real, like, a female icon. Like, someone that, like, expressed femininity, but at the same time was tough and could be tough.
The first person in a space slave outfit to grace the screens, the silver screen, as it were.
To you know, quote unquote, spark a billion geek fantasies.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember just being a little kid watching Return of the Jedi and seeing that and just, yeah.
Acts of physical confusion.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think her being in that slave bikini probably is the first, like, like, when I was fairly young, so I, like, first time I see it, it's a mixture of confusion and I think the first, like, awakenings of, like, the understanding of, like, the opposite sex.
Yeah, manhood.
I mean, between that and, like, I'll be the first one to admit, I'd say it's that, and for some reason I remember Angelica Houston in Witches, before she turns into the giant, weird rat creature.
Right.
Like, there's some, I don't know, I can't explain it, but those are my two reference points for me as a young boy, figuring out, like, that the opposite sex was something to be desired.
Yeah, the awakening of the inner leftover monkey shit, where you're just kind of going about your day as a futuristic monkey, and then you see something like that at the right age, and you kind of... I don't know. Strange.
Yeah, I mean...
I like to think of it like we talked about a second ago. Maybe she actually did have Force awakening, and she realized that her time was past. She'd left a nice nest egg for her loved ones. She wanted to return to the universe, and she said, "I will grant your podcast success." I
mean, I saw someone quoted yesterday, quoted Yoda, and they said something, I'm going to butcher it, but it's like something along the lines of, you know, it's a line he says, I think, in one of the Star Wars movies, one of the prequels, is that, rejoice in someone rejoining the Force. Do not mourn them, do not grieve them, but be happy for them.
Right.
Which, I mean, that's positive. I mean, there's no other way around it. I mean, it sucks when people die. But, like, I've come to a point in my life where, like, a lot of times when somebody dies, it's ended their suffering.
in all reality, this is just a simulation.
Yeah.
And we're waking up in a mall, some sort of space mall. You die, basically. You go through the light and everything. All physical pain is ended. And then you wake up in a space mall. And you're like, whatever immortal age that we all live to be. Maybe we're maxed out at 23.
Yeah.
And we're like, bro, that game was fucking crazy.
Can't believe you did it.
You want to go back to the game real quick? Like, we got another hour. Like, it's only going to take 15 minutes. Like, sure, I got $1. Fuck it. Let's hop back in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean...
I want to go back to I want to go back to 1812 and slaughter some shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say what all is after that. It's either that or it could be a great number of things. I mean, I'd be hard-pressed to believe there's pearly gates, but I think, in my personal belief, it's dying is like you're unshackling whatever exists of us in the fourth dimension and allowing it to go beyond. Going
entirely to the higher self.
Yeah, the problem is that we become so interested in, earthly pleasures that you either try to spend your life delving into earthly pleasures or trying to think higher. And I think the think higher part is what we need to achieve. Doesn't matter what religion you are. I'm talking broadly here.
Right.
Like, every religion has these aspects in it where you're trying to ascend beyond what makes us human.
Yeah. Your leftover monkey shit.
Yeah, our leftover monkey shit. Our leftover primal instincts. That's what you're trying to, diverge from. And, there's certain things that we do that help us through that. Like when you do something, and I think this is just me boiling down to do good things for people.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick. Because when you, help people and do things for people, that's not being a monkey. Right. Especially strangers. When you're helping strangers, that's not being a monkey. That's being your higher self.
Sure.
So, don't be a dick.
Quit being an asshole. I don't know.
But yeah.
It is a crazy experience. I mean, it could be, if you go throughout all of human history and just look at the meanderings of different human beings, it could be anywhere from Cthulhu to, you die and there's some giant octopus ready to consume your soul. He's been waiting on the outer fringes. I don't know who said it, but somebody else always seems to say it best. They were saying, imagine you're in an elevator, and there's no such thing as a sense of smell, and somebody shits their pants. You would not have any idea that they shit their pants, other than hearing it, but you might just overlook it. Yeah. So what if there's some fourth dimension shit going on all around us that we ascend into, and just because we don't have that spiritual nose, we don't have any idea?
Exactly. It's like the whole thing was Carl Sagan and the Flatlanders.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Say a near-death experience, you go back and you try to explain what happened and how you felt, and to a lot of people, it just, you can describe images and stuff like that, but beyond that, you can't, because you don't even understand what you just saw.
Do yourselves a favor, stop the podcast and go to YouTube and watch some Carl Sagan videos. Also look at High Schooler Explains the Fourth Dimension, and then come right back.
Come right back to us, because the fourth dimension is the shit.
Yeah.
I think in my own belief, the fourth dimension, I think, that's eternity, and that's what we would prescribe as heaven and hell, is the fourth dimension.
Sometimes I wonder if these philosophers actually are onto something, or if they're just getting paid exorbitant amounts of money to spin us bullshit. But I was reading a thing the other day where they were talking about theoretical physicists and philosophers got together at this meeting, and they're talking about we figured it out that there are at least 12 dimensions. Bitch, I can't even understand. You can grasp the outer edges of the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
Basically, at least the way I look at it, you look at first dimension to second dimension, and then second to third. You're basically combining all prior dimensions.
All aspects of them, too.
So what the fuck are you talking about? 12?
Perception of those.
What sort of drugs are they doing?
See, that's
allowing them to understand.
I only understand the theoretical ideas of what's in the next dimensions, just to the fifth.
Yeah,
because that's as far as I've ever gone, and that's the fourth is being able to perceive everything as it is in space time in that certain time period. The fifth dimension is being able to perceive everything as it is all the time.
Right.
It's entire, you wouldn't be able to look at just a cup. You would see the cup's entire timeline laid out in front of you and be able to perceive it.
Is it just one timeline, or is it every possible timeline.
See, I don't know about that. Maybe that's where the other dimensions come in. You're not only seeing our like realm, you're seeing other realms too, which I don't know.
Either way, it's fucking bananas.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking mind-boggling, and it makes it's the most like I think it's the closest I've ever thinking about that shit and thinking about like the infinite like space we live in.
Yeah, is
the closest I get to being God-fearing because it unsettles me to a degree I can't even understand that this just goes on and on and on. There's no end to it. Or at least, if there is an end, we can't perceive it.
I've at least come to the understanding that I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if you look at just something as simple as like the golden ratio or the Fibonacci sequence, everything is intelligently designed to a mathematical equation that is micro and macro. It works all the way down to the atom, all the way up to the universe.
Yeah.
That shit couldn't have happened by itself.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was talking about with my sister last night, too, is, the whole God signature thing.
Right.
The fact that everything relies on the singular geometric pattern over and over again.
Go ahead and Google it. Do yourselves a favor. Stay awake at night. Read some shit.
Yeah. Open your mind.
Maybe watch some YouTube.
That's some resolution for 2017.
Oh, yeah.
Like we gotta stop. You gotta stop relying on. I know it sucks when celebrities die and but we need to start looking inward. You know what I mean? You need to hone your own personal journey.
Did you say look inward, as in inside, or the letter N dash word inward? Let's take this conversation into a nude erection. New direction.
New direction. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Anyways, but no, I mean, like I said, our message has always been don't be assholes, so that's a good resolution.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Unless you're using your dick powers to help somebody grow positively through positive reinforcement.
I mean, I think of like that whole spiel in Team America World Police.
Oh, yeah.
The world is full of dicks, pussies, and assholes.
Yeah.
You need the dicks, because
if the dicks don't fuck the assholes, then our pussies are going to all be covered in shit. Yeah. Man.
I mean, I was thinking about that like 2 weeks ago. Because, like, a lot of left-leaning people are hurt because Donald Trump says a lot of douchey stuff. And I'll agree. He says a lot of douchey stuff. He's fucking... I think he's half idiot. But there's a part of him that's smart, too. I mean, at least in the part of his brain that's able to like make deals and get better deals for people. I think he's got that going for him. But no, he is a bit of a douche and he has no tact, and that makes him a dick.
I like to think that his use of poor tact is ultimately a strategy. Because if you look at the way that
it humanizes him,
he operated. Man, I wish I could quit sounding like a fucking raspy lesbian. I apologize, but every time he used his brashness, it always ended up in him being more popular.
Yeah.
Or more successful.
And, like, people are like, I like him because he tells it like it is. I mean...
You're stupid as fuck.
Yeah, my old people tell it like it is. I mean, because they just don't give a fuck.
I've shit my pants!
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Grandpa. Good job.
That's the same logic that says that my grandma should be president. Well. Now... My grandma being president wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing, but she does tell it like it is.
There would be a chicken in every pot if your ass got up to work every day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she... oh, fuck. I don't even... Dude.
I don't know why these people are complaining so much. They ain't got a job. Get up and work. Get money.
I mean, in all reality, though, anybody that doesn't have a job and isn't, like, crippled, like, crippled's a bad... I guess that's not PC.
I mean, I'm not PC. I'm not offended.
I feel like crippled's okay in some circumstances. But unless you're, like, infirmed.
Yeah.
Unless you're, infirmed in some, like, debilitating way, in my grandma's regime, you would have no reason that you wouldn't have a job.
Right.
Like, she would find something for you. Trust me. I over at my grandma's house all the time. If you ask her, which I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, Grandma, you got anything for me to do? She'll have something for you to do.
For 16 hours.
She will get America back to work.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're sorting bread ties or digging ditches.
There's a job for everyone.
Yeah, she's gonna. I mean, all she has to do is they just set her out on like a motorcade and just drive around the country and she gets out her little notebook and she just starts making lists of things to do.
Yeah. And I mean the worker participation will never have been higher, I would say. Emery King posted this shit the other day that I almost wrecked my car because I like to look at shit on my phone while I'm driving. And it had a picture from Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. It was his grandpa or his uncle or somebody who was always infirmed. He was in the bed.
Yeah.
And, they were poor because he couldn't work or whatever. And then when Charlie gets the golden ticket, a.k.a. the lottery ticket, his grandpa gets up and starts dancing. He's like, benefit fraud?
Yeah.
Question mark? Like, you're not really sick, motherfucker. Get a job.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, Charlie and his mom have to work for the 4 grandparents that just are in bed, and suddenly he's fucking singing songs and dancing.
Yeah.
What a tool.
Get a job.
You're a fucking tool.
Yeah. Get your fucking life together.
I mean...
Plus, what are they doing in there in bed all day?
It's like...
People are at work.
That's one thing that always freaked me out about that movie was, like, it's 4 people sharing a bed.
Right. They're not all in there just playing chess and checkers. Everybody gets up and goes to work. They might check the window, make sure nobody's coming around, and then I think it's like Lemon Party up in there.
Oh, God.
Do yourselves a favor and Google Lemon Party, but make sure there aren't any kids around.
Yeah. NSFW.
Do the American thing and send it to all your friends.
I mean... I was thinking more of the aspects of, like, having to use the bathroom. So, like, imagine them having to, like, use a bedpan and take dumps in front of each other. Like, I never want to be there.
Even, you master things over time, and it doesn't matter if it's tying your shoes or shitting in a bedpan, but I like to think that even if you've mastered the art of shitting in a bedpan, you're still going to fail at least 1% of the time. I mean, I still have to restart tying my shoes from time to time. I'm 29.
Yeah.
Now, there's a bed full of 4 old people. They're going to miss that shit pan.
Here's the question. When you're using a bedpan, do you, like, sit up?
I've never used one.
See, me neither. Do you, like, and maybe one of you out there could answer this. Do you sit up while you use the bedpan, or do you lay down? Because I can't fathom laying down and forcibly taking a shit.
Right.
I think there's, like, there's a deep connection in my brain that cannot allow me to be laying in bed, even if a bedpan's underneath me, and take a dump.
I do remember being a child and shitting my pants. This is like baby memories.
That's true, but you get that trained out of you. You know what I mean? Like,
I just don't physically know how it's possible. I've got pretty good core strength, and I still don't think that it just logistically doesn't make sense.
It's like, even if I have to, like, piss really, 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 really bad, I don't think, like, unless I'm, like, drunk or inebriated in some way. I was
going to say 151 will help you figure that out.
I don't think I could piss myself. Like, just, like, be standing there and not just have the notion to, like, walk somewhere and whiz in the corner versus literally pee in my pants.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe bedpans are the next thing. I mean, if we don't get, these people back to work again eventually, and we continue the upward trend in their benefits, and we start paying for their Xbox Live accounts via tax dollars, then the best way that they can improve their score is to shit in bed. And to avoid them shitting in the sheets and having to buy new sheets, we might as well give them all bedpans. We're at a crossroads right now. We're at either a Moloch sort of scenario where the old power comes back,
Yeah.
the Bush-Clinton era, they can come back.
Moloch.
Or perhaps Keck, Keck will bring it back to a layer of a new dawn chaos.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm in the Keck camp. I don't know.
Me too.
I'm tired of Moloch. You should never sacrifice children for a bountiful crop.
No. I like chaos.
And if any of you out there think that we're just waxing on poetically about nonsense, pull out a $1 bill, look at the top right corner. There's a fucking owl up there. The owl is a representation of the Old Testament god Moloch, where people used to take a giant stone owl and burn their children in it. And then go to Google or YouTube and look up Bohemian Grove. Do a little search.
Now, you might be confused. Anybody that knows me knows that I fill my house with owls. But that's not for Moloch.
No.
That's because, like, me and my girlfriend feel like the owl is our spirit animal. So we fill our house with it. Plus, I was told a long time ago by some very sage wisdom from an old woman that's passed now. She was a great lady. That owls protect you from ghosts. Now, if that's true or not, I don't know.
Have you been brutally raped or attacked by a ghost since you started putting up owls?
No.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
No. But we fill our house with owls because we like the motif of owls. Some people do frogs and some people do I don't know what else. I guess bees. Do people leave bees in their house?
I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, did anybody out there decorate their house with bees? Let us know. I want to see a picture.
Yeah.
I feel like the clashing of the black and yellow would confuse people and make everybody think you're Steelers fans or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, if there are bee fans out there, let me know. I want to see it.
I mean, there are people that are. I mean,
if I
doing everything, so it's possible.
If I was rooting for the home team, I really should have bees in my house too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like actual bees?
Well, yeah, actual bees too.
Fuck that.
I was just talking to Caitlin the other day about it. I was watching a video of this this couple had an owl, like a pet owl, and I was like,
I'm cool.
And I was like, I was looking at it, they were like giving it a bath and everything, and I was like, oh my god, this is adorable. And she's like, no.
Till it flies up in the corner and shits everywhere. Shits like dead mice
and then,
in
like,
your bookcase.
Hawks a fucking owl pellet.
Yeah.
But, I'd like to... she's like, they smell. Apparently they do smell.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, they're carrion. Well, they're not carrion birds, but any animal that has a strong, healthy diet of just meat tend to have an odor to them.
I like to think, too, that your other animals you would be impacting their safety directly by bringing in an owl.
At least the cats.
Because those owls, just to put you guys in a perspective, it could be 3 a.m. I like to picture it sort of February. It's cold. It's so quiet, And this owl's just sitting up in a tree, stone still, and it sees a rabbit hopping around in the snow, and it just comes out of nowhere silently and jacks it. That rabbit was concerned with eating and fucking, and the next thing it knew, it was being torn apart by silent death.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing that in my house.
No, okay.
Now, granted, we also decorate with owls, but those owls are, cute, stoic, wise. They don't jack us in our sleep.
One day I hope to have a banner made, but I believe if we lived in a time where people had Game of Thrones style where you had a house, my banner is going to have an owl on it.
The owl sigil, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
The owl sigil is other people could have the owl sigil, but everybody's motif is different. Like I said, I have a drawing of it that I keep because I dream one day that I'm going to have this banner that I'm going to put up.
Yeah.
But it's just an owl in flight that's badass on a green field. And our motto, I don't know, I thought about doing it in German or English. I haven't decided yet. If it was German, it's Wissen und Stark. Wisdom and strength.
I like it.
Yes. But yeah, so that would, hey, out there, if you're listening to this, message us and let us know what your house animal would be and what your house word would be. I think I'd be interested to see that from our listeners. I know a lot of you have probably thought about it before, but you were just afraid to say something. But now I'm giving you the chance.
Yeah, we're giving you the courage you need to move past your fear.
Mm-hmm. Break barriers. But yeah.
I just don't know anymore.
Yeah. 2016's almost done. I don't want to say much about 2016 anymore because the last episode we prodded the tiger on this one.
Yeah, I'm not going to call it a bitch as it walks out the door anymore because it'll probably kill everyone else before it leaves.
Yeah. It's got, 3 days left?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fuck that. I'm not saying shit about fucking 2016. You're the shit.
Yeah.
I love you, 2016.
Keep it real.
Yeah. Oh, it kept it real all right.
Yeah, when keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah. Big time.
Saw a meme when Carrie Fisher went to the hospital, and it's Darth Vader standing at the reception desk of the hospital, and it says, no farther 2016, or no farther death.
Yeah.
Stop here. Well, clearly 2016 killed that bitch, too.
Yeah.
Because he took care of Vader at the desk and then went down the hallway and did his dirt.
Yeah. Next thing we hear is, James Earl Jones dying or something. Wait, he's alive. Yeah, he's alive because he just did Rogue One. I feel like he did. If I'm wrong about that, somebody please tell me.
I'm sure.
But
somebody will tell you. Or they'll be like, I don't know who that guy is. I'm infinitely cooler because my life doesn't involve Star Wars. I don't have enjoyment.
Yeah. That was something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way yesterday. And I don't mean to cast aspersions on somebody I personally know, but I doubt they listen to the show. Right. And if they do...
I'm too cool to listen to a podcast.
I don't...
guys talking.
Yeah, I don't like getting into arguments on Facebook, and this is the reason I didn't say anything when you commented on my memoriam to Carrie Fisher. Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Like, all I did was put up a simple memoriam. I don't give a shit if you didn't know her. Yeah. And I don't really believe you when you say you don't know her. I think you're just trying to be a douchebag about it.
Doing your type of virtue signaling.
I'm glad some other dudes had the fucking... I mean, they're willing to fight on Facebook. I'm not.
Yeah, that's fine. Everybody needs to do their own thing.
Yeah, they took up arms for me because I refused to shout into the echo chamber.
Right.
But
smoke follows beauty. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to say about that, because that kind of irked me a little bit, because like it's like, come on, dude, like, and then he wanted to say that okay, let me break it down. He said something along the lines of, I didn't even know who she was. What?
Yeah.
Like, and this dude's supposedly a red-blooded American. How American is Star Wars?
I mean, it's American AF, as the kids say these days.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, how is Star Wars not American? It's like,
I don't watch that communist nonsense.
It's probably up there in like when people like mention America. What's the first words that come to mind? I mean, the first words are going to be death and destruction and bombs and whatnot. But then somewhere in, I'd say the top 10 would have to be Star Wars.
Yeah.
Everybody's heard of it. Fuck.
When your top export is trash, I mean, that's really what our top export is.
Yeah.
Trash and waste. You're going to have to put Star Wars up there. Not to say that Star Wars is trash, but you've got, a timeless piece of art that was created in this country by this country's citizens. It's going to be on the list of things that's American.
And it changed.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, and it changed science fiction cinema as we know it.
Yeah. Like,
seriously, like, I don't think people seem to, I don't need to harp on this person more than I have, but it kind of irked me, because, and this is my fucking soapbox to air my grievances.
Right.
Because, like...
The airing of grievances.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, fuck.
It is the Festivus season.
Because, like, like, to say, like, I'm cool, and I don't know what Star Wars is, and I've never seen it. If you've never seen it, whatever. I mean, I'm still perplexed that you've never seen it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, like, if you want to deny yourself the pleasure of Star Wars...
I like to think that it might have just been subconscious trolling. Maybe he was bored or had little going on in his life, and he just had to try to peg you down a notch. Maybe start a war and then step out.
He had to piss in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, that's
fuck.
Strangely erotic.
But like I said, I'm glad some dudes stepped up.
Yeah.
And said what I wasn't, what I refused to do, and fucking put him back in his place a little bit. Like, come on. Like, one of them even put like, he's like, if you don't like, he put up a picture of Leia in her slave bikini. He's like, if you don't know what this is, you don't like women.
Yeah.
And I applaud you, sir. I truly do.
That was funny.
Yeah, but no, I don't mean to hate on somebody for too long. It just,
I like to go back to yesterday a bit. I think everybody should take their time and use it for good. Use it for learning things. I would definitely recommend not only watching the videos that we posted on the Facebook page, but also go to YouTube, subscribe to Got Blood Outdoors. Do yourselves a favor and learn some shit.
Yeah.
Because Jeff Webb will teach you how to properly prepare poke salad. It's on there.
I want to know that.
It's good. You're not off today, are you?
No, I got work.
Oh, well, when you're free, you should totally just go through all of his videos.
I probably will.
We missed the turtle one. The turtle one's excellent, too. I might have to make you watch that before we leave.
But, yeah, subscribe to Got Blood, and subscribe to Bones and Tubs as well. We'd love to have some subscribers.
You know there's people out there that watch YouTube that don't have an account still?
Still?
Yeah. Because I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I was like, you check out our podcast. And he was like, yeah, it was funny. I'm like, well, do you have it? He asked how he would find out when it was updated. And I was like, just click the little bell on YouTube, and it'll send you an update every time we update it. And he was like, I don't have an account on YouTube. Like, bitch, it's almost 2017.
Yeah,
get your life together.
Get an account on YouTube. It's not going to hurt you.
It's not that hard. I mean, we're all going into this merging of technology. You might as well.
Exactly. Like, I almost makes me want to mark our podcast as explicit, so you have to have an account in order to listen to it.
I'm sure when we monetize, if we ever do, then they'll make us.
Oh, fuck,
I'm surprised they haven't yet.
Dirty bitches.
We're getting ready to put some music on the podcast, too, from the beautiful angel, Ryan Simpson. And I'm just curious, like a cat, how we can put it on there and not get jacked down because I don't think it's copywritten, and we got the artist's permission.
Oh, then we should be fine then.
Yeah.
We should be fine.
I'm not about using anybody to make money, but I am about making money and helping other people to make money. Yeah. So if we could get everybody views and just share the love, that's fine.
Exactly. I mean, like, I was talking to my girlfriend last night about it, and I said, I saw how many subscribers Jeff Webb had to his
he's done
channel, and I was
amazing work.
Yeah, I was like, I would love to have that many subscribers.
Yeah.
Now, the only way to do that, and this is kind of our PBS pledge drive right now, is to subscribe to our channel, like it, share it. I mean, and not just share it online. Share it with your family. I mean, the ones that you'd be comfortable sharing something.
Probably the ones that are adults.
Yeah.
Or at least if they're kids, they're mature kids and they don't have laces in their shoes.
Exactly. Because, I mean, I don't want to fuck some kids up.
No.
Like,
let society do that.
Yeah. Society does a good enough job of that. I don't need to do that.
I'm fine with being a shelter for people to come and listen to kind of recover from society.
Yeah.
I don't want to cause them to, jump over the edge before their time.
I don't want anybody to mark David Chapman this shit up on our account.
No.
You know what I mean? Some of you might get that. Most of you should get that reference out there.
I also want to know what everybody's drinking right now, because I feel like there's a large group of people. I said last time there were like 3 or 4, but I'm pretty sure it's bigger than that. That are they use our podcast as a ritual. They either get tanked and listen to the podcast, or they start the podcast and then the tanking has begun. So you guys should, when we post this episode, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Should represent your alcohol. I want to know.
Yeah.
Because I believe last time it was tequila for some.
Ooh,
that's a
spicy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've never had a good experience with tequila. One time good experience.
If I'm making margaritas with it, then I have a good experience. But if I'm drinking it straight, then it's never going to be good.
Yeah. Apparently, there's like an $1,800 $1,800 bottle of tequila. It's like a sipping whiskey in the way that it's a sipping tequila.
Whew.
First of all, it's too rich for my blood, and I've never liked tequila enough to sip on it.
Exactly.
I'm cool. But do what you do. You got to. Everybody's got to use what they got to use to fight the war on sobriety.
I feel like people getting tanked and drinking while they listen to our show is like some sort of like it's like some universal equivalency, because we do this show in the morning usually sober.
The only exception is nicotine and tobacco.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, nicotine and caffeine.
Yeah, nicotine and caffeine is the only drugs we're on this time of day. So I feel like it's
being productive citizens.
It makes me happy that other people enjoy our show whilst drinking beverages and spirits.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Exactly. Makes me happy.
Yeah.
But
beautiful people out there.
And then, well, I'd say, it's like I said, this was our year in review, but I want to look forward a little bit and talk about, the future of the show.
Have you thought anything about your, are you doing some sort of resolution? Last year, I did one on dieting, and I won it. That was the first year I actually got what I wanted.
I probably want to, if I'm going to do a resolution, it's probably just get back on track with my, exercise and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I was good, and then, it always falls out in, November. Right around the holidays is when I fall out. And I just want to get back into it.
That's perfectly all right.
Half the problem is it's cold as shit, and a large part of my exercise routine is riding my bicycle around. And, I'm excited to do it once it warms back up again, but I'm not going to do it when it's cold as fuck.
No. It's too cold for all that. Plus, you hit a patch of ice, it's over with.
Yeah.
You don't heal like you used to.
And I don't wear a helmet.
No.
I'm sorry. I know that sounds dumb. I know I should probably wear one, but I just don't wear a helmet. But no, other than that, I think in the future, we're going to option to maybe do some shows with some guest stars.
Yeah.
Get some new perspectives into the show. We already have a couple people in mind. If one of you out there really, really, really wants to be on the show.
Basically, the only requirement that I've found, we're either going to have to do it with an extra microphone and a cell phone, or you can wake your happy ass up and come over here.
Yeah.
At 9 in the morning, Eaton, Ohio.
Which, for some of you, that wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
But
either do a cell phone, or we could do a Skype recording.
And then, there was one other thing. Now, I would want to wait I would want to wait till next fall to consider this idea. But one of our listeners brought it up, I like the idea. It's just a matter of I want to make sure that, and this is why I want to do it next fall, is that one, we have enough time to plan it, and two, we've garnered more listeners that would be excited in us doing something like this, but the possibility of a live show.
Oh, yeah.
And doing a show live, one of our listeners, DB Hunter, suggested that we do one at Crabapple Books in Middletown.
Come on.
And I'd be totally down for that. It's just, like I said, I mean, I want to do it. It's a matter of, I want to make sure it's planned well, and also give people who would want to go plenty of time to make plans. You know what I mean? I don't want to do this on the fly, and people are like, I wish I could have come, but this came up. I want to give you like 3 months, so you got no motherfucking excuse.
Yeah, figure it out. Put it in your calendar and stick to it.
Because I would love... that picture is fucking weird. It's a picture of Donald Trump with regular people hair.
Yeah, what every hairdresser dreams about.
Oh my god. It actually looks pretty good on him, in all reality.
I'm one that I enjoy that chaotic blonde thing he's got going on.
Yeah, I think that's part of the motif.
Yeah.
Like, you got... The whole package is complete. You can't amend it.
No. I think that in Chaos Magic, I was reading yesterday about this topic from another podcast I listened to, but they create these sigils, and then they imbue them with power via showing it to the world. Clearly, Donald Trump's hair is a sigil for his Chaos Magic.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
It's a brand.
Definitely, because like when you look at him, you don't even look at his face first. You look straight to the hair.
I stare at the hair. It's almost hypnotic.
Yeah. You wonder how it's possible.
Yeah. He could like not have a nose or some shit. I wouldn't even know.
You know, it's already been proven that, you know, it's not a toupee.
No.
So that's not even an option.
I watched somebody yank on it.
Yeah, like I think Jimmy Fallon tussled it.
Yeah. There was also a picture of it blown in the wind, and majestic was one of the words that I would use to describe what was going on there.
Some sort of strange orange bush.
Yeah. Floating
in the breeze. But yeah, 2017. Like I said, we're going to have some guest stars. We might do a live show. You know, I'd say 2017 for us is probably going to be it's going to be a year of, you're going to see a lot of topic episodes and stuff like that, but also down the road, maybe you might see some amendments to the format of the show just based on what happens.
We're basically trying to find the perfect success formula, things that make you happy enough to be excited.
Yeah.
Every time there's a new one that comes out, you want to jump all over it, and you're not afraid to hit the share button. I'll tell you this, if you want to give me unbridled joy and happiness at any time of day, hit that share button on this shit. Because when I find out that somebody shared it, I'm like a child that woke up for the first time and didn't piss the bed, you know?
It makes me want to kiss you on the mouth.
Yeah. With dry underwear.
Because it just means that you have just gave us unbridled joy and free advertising.
Because I know. It's so free. It doesn't hurt anybody.
I know. Exactly. All it is a click of a button. Share, like, subscribe.
It's so good.
I used to laugh. Those things are just clicks of... It's keystrokes.
When people used to say that shit on videos I enjoyed, I would laugh. Like, I'm not going to do it because somebody said that. But that was when I was dick.
Yeah. And now I do it. And the funny part is I'm right there with you. I'd be like...
Lame. Yeah.
Whatever. I ain't doing that shit.
Right.
But now that I actually have a podcast, I'm like, please.
Yeah. It's like, what is it? Don't Be a Menace, where the dude's trying to get rid of the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Like, these cheeseburgers, man. Suck your dick, these cheeseburgers.
I mean, like, I would like for us to be able to share the show with more people. And we already kind of have like I wouldn't say it's a limited following, but it's a dedicated following.
It is, and that's the most important part.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We want, and nothing would make me happier than, I mean, I don't need 1 million fans. I would rather have 100 dedicated fans over 1 million, flightless listeners that just listen every once in a while.
I'm excited to not broaden or change as a person. I want to shock everybody the same way.
Yeah.
So even if the fame, when it inevitably does come, I'm not going to change at all.
No.
I want people to be so confused and upset by the things that they hear that it ultimately changes them on the inside.
Exactly. I want to change you, not me.
Yeah.
I'm perfect.
Exactly.
But anyways, but 2017, it should be an interesting time for us, because like right now we're still, I feel like, we got started late in the year, and we had some technical difficulties at the beginning, but now that we've established a headquarters, I feel like, and I don't know if you feel this way, I feel like the show has definitely like honed in.
Oh yeah.
And become more of a concrete thing that people have an easier time listening to. So I feel like we're more focused in like a laser beam on this. So I think our audience has responded in kind to that focus.
I think they enjoy it more.
Exactly. So
I think another thing too, I'm excited to see some changes as far as this audio shit. I don't know anything about it, and I'm slowly learning more and more about maybe getting some XLRs.
Yeah.
Some different, better quality. That way when we come to your ears, it sounds like
sweet, sweet angels.
Delicious silk going into your brain instead of, I mean, it's not bad now. It's certainly not bad, but it could be better.
But, like, we want to get some XLR microphones so that it's basically like Photoshop for the voice.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be able to hear in precise quality just how much I sound like a raspy lesbian.
Yeah. But,
we'll also be able to not sit in each other's laps. I mean, not that I mind it, but the chair, I'm not sure how much longer the chair that we sit in can take it.
Yeah. But, you know, and just in parting, because it's about that time.
It is almost that time.
We want to thank you all for listening this year.
Yeah.
And we look forward to you listening next year.
It's been a good year.
And it's like I said, like, it's a lot of shitty stuff happened, but I feel like this year had a silver lining. One, because we came on the scene. You know, it was a little late, but I feel like 2017 is the year of Bones and Tubs.
I prefer to show up to a party casually late.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited to see what sort of fucking madness and chaos happens in 2017 because it gives me shit to talk about.
Exactly. Speaking of shit to talk about, a lot of you have been good about sending us topics. Some of you, not so much. So, send us some topics. You know what I mean? I mean, because this was our year in review show. We didn't do any topics just because we kind of want to just hash out this year. We wanted to, I mean, we're still in it. So, what we basically did was live vivisection.
Yeah.
And it bit us because we were talking about dead celebrities and what happened in the course of our two-parter.
Who the fuck knows what's going to happen today? I mean, let's be honest. We've got 3 or 4 days left.
Exactly.
It's not going to go quietly.
Yeah. Apparently it isn't. I mean, fuck. But yeah, send us topics because we'll be doing a regular show next week in 2017. And like I said, if you are interested in the future of possibly doing a guest spot, a guest interview, whatever you want to call it,
we're here for you.
Yeah, hit us up. We'd be glad to, see if you can be on the show. Now, remember, if you're going to be on the show, have some good topics for us, or bring an agenda with you. You know what I mean? I want you to bring your agenda with you.
And to anybody that brought up a topic before in the other posts, I think we should definitely at least touch on them in the next one. We've still got them written down. We haven't forgot about you.
No, we haven't forgot about you. Like I said, we wanted to do our year in review. The last episode was, we only, I think, covered 2-3 topics in the last one, just because one of them was we had to do a lot of research on, so it took us a little longer.
We might as well just crash our heads through the wall with Gladio B and vaccines all at the same time. Just get it over with.
Rip that Band-Aid right off.
I mean, I thought about it yesterday, and I would hate to not answer somebody's question, because that's rude.
I feel like he sent us to that knowing that it was gonna...
That's fine.
Okay. Alright, well then you heard it, folks. Send us some topics, and let us know how you feel about the show. We'd love to get some positive or negative feedback. I mean, I'm not a little baby. I'm not a little snowflake. I can take criticism.
I prefer criticism.
But, hit us up, and thank you for listening to the show. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, send us topics via either comments on our board on Facebook or message us. We thank you for listening this year. It's been a great year for the show, and I think we've hit
a nice lick.
Yeah, we hit our stride, and we don't want to slow down right now.
I'm pretty excited to load the pictures of these cat gifts that I got for Christmas. Nice. I've got a lot of cat shirts. Cool. I've got a cat pillow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Go check out Got Blood on the YouTube channel. Also go check out The Crafty Couple.
Yeah.
They might have something just for you.
Buy yourself a pumpkin spice latte and buy some arty stuff to put up in the house.
Basic.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Alright, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you in 2017.
We love you, motherfuckers.
We love you so much.